Welcome to Attican Plays 2-Point Hospital. All right, hi, welcome to part 2 of our look at Duckworth-upon-Bilge, a public hospital. And we can see here now we've just hit 1 star, so now we've got our 2-star requirements. We've got to get the hospital up to a level 12. We've got to hit 75% staff morale. You can see we've already blown through that up into the mid-80s. And we have to have a reputation of 75%, and we've already blown through that. So, and we also have to cure 100 patients. So if we look back, and by the way, I do have to correct something I said in part 1. I think I said we needed 80% staff morale in part 1. It was only 60, but we actually immediately went into the 80s. Now, how do we do that? By building a nice hospital with prestigious, attractive rooms, level 5 rooms for folks to work in, decent looking hospital out in the hallways. The folks are happy with their jobs. They have jobs. We haven't overhired to the point where people are looking for jobs. There's always something for folks to do when they're off their breaks. We've given them break rooms and toilets and food and drink machines, so our staff are quite happy. So that's 1 down. Reputation, we're not charging anything, so reputation is almost a no-brainer. It's going to go up and up and up as we cure more and more people. And we're not trying to build every possible thing we could need. We're being selective in terms of what illnesses do we treat, which ones do we not treat, so that the ones that we do treat can move through the hospital efficiently and quickly and be happy about their experience and be healed and be, again, happy about their experience. So here we are expanding a little bit to take on another illness, but again, we're going to be, theme through this whole thing is take our time, do what our money allows us to do, and not overextend ourselves, and also not overextend ourselves from the point of view that we would have too many staff and run our costs up for our staff. Because if you start burning through too much money with salaries and with all the buildings that you do, then you can't afford to do these upgrades, which are really important for doing a good job curing people. So we're just going to take our time and get ourselves up to that level 12 as the money permits, and that will not be difficult. As we continue to grow our staff and train our staff, our hospital level will increase, and as we add on some new rooms into our buildings, our hospital level will increase. So that's not even an issue. So now it's going to come down to curing 100 people. And we could just go very, very slowly with this if we wanted to and just wait till it happened, just kind of naturally. But we've got a few things we can do to speed that up that you'll see in a little bit. Now, we've seen a case of lightheadedness, which takes this deluxe clinic. We've seen a case of lightheadedness show up in our hospital. So now that's something that we can target for cures. And that's very important because what I was really looking for here was one of the simple illnesses, something that's easy to diagnose, to allow us to have a high volume of cures without having to build some giant infrastructure of many x-ray machines, many fluid analyzers and mega scans and DNA analysis and all that stuff in order to pinpoint the diagnosis. So lightheadedness is a great one because it's a simple illness and can generally be diagnosed by one visit to the GP. You go to the GP, he says you got lightheadedness, off you go to get cured. Beautiful. That's what we're after. So this is step 1 in really a master plan to use lightheadedness to help us move forward quickly, efficiently, and cheaply. And here comes step 2 in our master plan, the marketing room. We're going to use, this is one of the most powerful rooms in your hospital. You can use it in so many ways. You can use it to determine what illnesses come through. You can use it to help you recruit staff. You can use it to control the flow. You can actually control the flow of traffic to a great extent throughout your entire hospital with this one room right here. So we're going to give our folks a nice marketing room, of course level 5, and we're going to use marketing as a big piece of our kind of master plan for how we're going to quickly get to 100 patients cured without building a massive hospital with a treatment center for every kind of illness known to the game. I started saying known to man, but obviously these are game illnesses, but known to the game. So we started the Lightheadedness Campaign, and as that was starting, now when these campaigns for illnesses start, it takes a while for them to really ramp up and for you to see the effects. In fact, you really start seeing the effects of lots of patients at the end of the campaign. It takes a while to get the word out and get these people, the patients, into your hospital. But while that's going on, we took that time to build up more capacity for doing the cures. And remember, we're looking for an illness that goes GP straight to the cure, and that's lightheadedness is the beauty. And so what we're going to do here is we built up, we made sure we had the staff, the doctors who could staff our treatment centers, our deluxe clinics out there. And we're also expanding our GP capability because we're going to see an increase in the number of patients coming through. So a greater flow of patients means we need more GPs in order to keep everybody moving along and to make sure that the folks who have other illnesses don't get held up in long queues as well. So because we need to move them through quickly because they require, the more complex illnesses require typically multiple visits to GP and then diagnostics, GP diagnostics, and goes on until you finally hit that, get the diagnosis complete. But again, lightheadedness is typically one-stop shopping. So now we've got campaigns going. We're staffing our marketing. We are targeting having a lot of folks come through lightheadedness. And you can see we're already up to like 27 out of our 100 because we've got a decent little hospital here that could cure a bunch of people in the ward, in the pharmacy, in our 8-bitten curing place. I forget the name of the device out there. And we've got a shock clinic out there. So we've got a little bit going on already. But where we're really going to start seeing this here is coming up. We're going to see light bulb heads all over the place. You can start seeing them now on the screen. There's 4 or 5 walking around the main. There's one going out. There's one lining up to be cured. Another one going out. So we're starting to see the impact of that campaign now.
Maintenance and
Similar to the way we expanded our GP office and built another one, we're also going to need greater capacity in reception because now we're starting to level up. We're getting to a respectable level. We have a super high reputation because we're free, and we've got our illness campaign going, which is increasing the volume. So we're going to start seeing more and more patients now at a higher rate, and we need the ability to get them received and checked in and moved over to a GP. So that means let's get rid of our simple little reception and put in a larger reception that can give us 3 reception desks rather than 1. So now we can take greater throughput in our reception and get those people quickly pointed off and headed over toward a GP so they get quickly processed. And since we know we're doing the campaigns on lightheadedness, you can see all those light bulbs walking around. We know that we can get quick turnaround and get those people out that back door and over to the area where they get treated.
Hospital may well be haunted.
Now, this has been true for a while, but you'll notice our money is starting to be much stronger, much better. Now, why is that? Because we're still not getting paid for anything except our research. But one, our research is getting better. We're continuing to train our researchers, level them up, and they're in that really nice research room, and so we're getting some good money out of the research. But the big thing is that we've hit a critical mass where now when we get a request to unblock 8 toilets or water 10 flowers or restock 8 vending machines or whatever, it's very easy to do because we have that size of hospital where we can go through and just click on all those, ask for the janitor to come and do it, and the next thing you know, we've got the money. So we're starting to make money much faster now. Now, what we don't want to do, though, is be tempted and start growing too fast, because again, we're not getting paid for anything except these public targets that show up here. So another one, promote staff member is a common one, and that's getting much easier now that we have more staff that are more active, doing more things, treating more patients. They're gaining experience faster. We can train them faster. We always have plenty of people eligible to be trained, and we can use that to help us out. And so we are getting money faster now. Exact same mechanic, but we are getting it faster. You also notice we get these little infection things. I hate these things. I hate staring at the screen trying to pick those people out. So I basically just take the 10-point rep hit and kill it so that I can open up the opportunity to get a new public target. And the 10-point rep hit is nothing because you can make it right back up almost immediately once you have a good hospital running. So now we're going to keep firing up these lightheadedness campaigns and keep those
strap on your face masks because we're
clinics
getting
up
reports
there,
of a new
in
epidemic.
that separate
I wouldn't worry too much though. Those fabulous men and women running the county's hospitals are sure to find a cure soon enough. And if they don't, there's still music like this to listen to.
Training course complete. Class dismissed.
Now, another common public target is launch a marketing campaign, and I didn't hesitate to cancel a current campaign and then just go right back and launch another one. Now, there I actually launched an 8-bitten campaign because we're getting so many lightheadedness patients that very few other things are coming through. So we're going to use the marketing to pump up the 8-bitten flow for a little bit, not for long, but just for enough to get some interest over there, get some patients coming through over into the 8-bitten area, and then we'll go right back to lightheadedness or whatever is appropriate for our marketing. But a little campaign to get some 8-headedness there will help us get that, or 8-bitten, will help us to hit that public target and get a little business going over here on the kind of left side of our hospital. Everything's going up there to the top as it is. So now we're just about to knock off that second star, and here's a good example of going through and queuing up all the watering of plants so that we can quickly collect that money. So this is the process, went through the whole thing, queuing up watering plants, unblocking toilets, fixing, restocking vending machines, whatever. Here we go. We've very quickly and efficiently and painlessly, I must say, moved on to a 2-star rating here in Duckworth-upon-Bilge. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next 2-point hospital video. Thank you.